Hey lovies, this is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm, and today I'm going to be talking about how to be a successful student. Now, some people call me a professional student because I've been in school like forever. I graduated from undergrad in 2016. I took a year break away from school, and during that year break I went to school and actually did a manicuring art curriculum where I learned how to do nails and some other fancy things that go in the health and beauty world. I also started a business right after undergrad, about 3 months later, and now I'm in a master's program and I absolutely love it, and I have a 3.8 GPA. So I wanted to share with you all some tips that I learned along the way to help me be a successful student. So I do hope you learned something. Also, I know I don't have on the most professional outfit ever. It is what it is. I got waxed today, so I have to have my arms flowing. But you know, for the majority of the videos, I am dressed accordingly as if I'm in the office. And today, I'm not in the office. So let's get into the video. How to be a successful student. So number one, get a planner and use it. Don't think you have to go buy an extravagant planner. Literally, when I'm looking for a planner, I could go to Dollar Tree and pick one up, as long as it has some of the features that I need. So every planner is different, right? You have some planners that have like full calendars in it. You have some planners that have a large space for you to write, where you can write your ideas, your plans for the day. You have some planners where you literally make a list and you just sort of check the box as you go. Do what your needs are, like make it specific to your needs so that you're able to get the best out of your planner. But use it. Don't use it for a few weeks and then just let it fall by the wayside. Make it a part of your regimen to use a planner. And for me, I'm at the point now where my notebooks are my planners. So I have several of these notebooks. I actually got this one from Dollar Tree. It says Shine, and I love like earthy patterns, space patterns, anything that has to do with nature. And they're just like really cute. And of course I have my Level Up pen that I use with it, my stylus pen. So I like to have really nice pen, really nice notebooks, and that makes me want to use my stuff more because it just looks good. Next, develop a routine. Every morning I wake up at least by 6 a.m. Like 6 a.m. would be the latest. Most of the time my body just naturally wakes up around 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, but you have to develop some type of routine when you wake up. So I wake up in the morning. If I'm particularly tired, instead of me sitting up and writing and listening to my affirmations, I'll play my affirmations and just let them play for a little while. I won't stay in the bed past 6:15. I get up, I wash my hands, I go to the kitchen and I go ahead and turn on my breakfast. Then I hop in the shower. After I get out of the shower, I get out, dry off, put on my body butter, put on my robe, run to the kitchen, eat my breakfast. Then I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, I do my makeup, and then I grab my outfit, and typically my outfit is laid out the night before, so that just helps me be more efficient. And I also, along with laying out my clothes the night before, I lay out my workout bag. So at night when I get home, I'll take out my sweaty clothes, or the clothes that I took off, take off my sweaty clothes, make sure everything gets washed, and then replace in my workout bag my pants, my shirt, my shoes, and then a clean pair of socks, because I wear heels every day, so I have to have socks every day in that bag. So develop a routine, and that will just help you stay on top of everything, and it'll also help you be more flexible. A lot of people feel like a schedule is restricting, but it actually gives you more flexibility because it shows you at one point in the day, if I need to set something back, where can I push it to, right? Maybe I can push it up earlier, go ahead and get it out of the way, and then have the remainder of the day to myself. Or if something pops up, which things do happen, you have some flexibility. So I know, okay, this popped up, I was supposed to be doing this, when can I get it rearranged? And then I can put it, instead of on today, which is Monday, I can put it towards Tuesday, or I could decide to push the task to the evening time. And so that just really helps. your day goes smoother, and then you be able to have some flexibility when things change, because like I said, things do happen. Next, the meal prep and set meal time. So some students don't meal prep. You don't go grocery shopping. You may not have a space to keep food, or you don't feel comfortable using like a community refrigerator. I get it. But if you go to the caf, make sure that you know what time they open, what they're going to have. You can always look online for their menu, or if you actually go there and speak to one of the staff that work there and ask for a menu, like where can I find the menu, they can gladly give you a copy. And so you sort of have an outlook on what they're going to serve, so you can plan your meals accordingly. You want to do this because you don't want to have a day where you're just like, okay, well, I'm just going to grab this chicken sandwich and some fries, and then you don't have the energy that you need to finish out the remainder of your day. With that being said, eat and stay hydrated. I know when you're busy, it's easy to just go, and like you're not slowing down to eat anything. The other day I was on campus and I was actually sitting in a meeting, and I looked at my clock. It was about to be like 11:30, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't eat anything today. And it was weird because I was rushing, and typically I stick to my routine of having that breakfast in the morning, but that particular day I did not. And so I didn't realize I hadn't eaten until 11:30, and I wake up at 6 o'clock. So that's 5 hours, almost 5.5 hours with no food. And I was on my way to another event, so I had to make sure I ran to Chick-fil-A, got me a large water, a salad, something that was going to hydrate me and keep me full so I could finish out what I needed to do and have the proper energy. But it's very important. One of the things I also noticed about myself, I wouldn't drink enough water because I hated like getting up and having to go to the bathroom. And so I would like not drink water because I didn't feel like getting up. I felt like I was going to be counterproductive. But what makes you feel like you will be less productive actually helps you be more productive. And so if I need food and I need water to help fuel me, I'm not being productive if I'm not getting that stuff in my system, right? So keep that in mind. Next, communicate with your professors. Things happen, things pop up. I've had deaths in my family, like back to back. I've had situations where I had to go to court. I was assaulted one year. And so there's so many things that happen that trigger your emotions and like can really affect your work performance. And if you're not communicating with your professors, they don't know. In addition to it, a lot of people don't know about this on their campuses, but most campuses have like a student advocacy board that you can go to. And so if your professors are not responsive to you, go to student advocacy. They will advocate for you, and there's nothing your professor can do about that. Like, seriously. Advocate for yourself. Make sure you communicate, and make sure if you say, okay, well, I'm gonna have to turn this in late because X, Y, and Z happened, when can I get it to you? Be flexible, and don't be upset if they're like, okay, I'm gonna take 10 points off or 15 points off. I'd rather start off at an 85 than at a 0, period. Next, do not be afraid to ask for help. One thing about me, if I'm confused, I'm going to ask questions. I want to have clarity. And essentially, most of you are in school because of networking opportunities, as well as this being your career. You want to know what you're talking about when you get out of school. There are so many professionals out here that don't know what they're doing, and you can tell. And when you go to purchase a product or get a service, you can tell who those people were who just sort of slid past and skated through school. Don't let it be you. Because nowadays, people are really taking things like that seriously. And so you can't just go and get a job just because your cousin Joe owns a certain shop. You have to have credentials. People are getting audited. Businesses are being shut down. You don't want to be the one that causes a whole department or a whole building to lose their jobs because you didn't know what you were doing. So that's kind of far-fetched, but you get the gist. You want to know what you're doing. You want to be marketable. You want to be knowledgeable. And essentially, you want to pass the class, right? Do what you have to do. Ask the questions. It may be uncomfortable, but I would rather feel a little uncomfortable now than be embarrassed later on down the line when I'm taking a really important test and I'm not able to get the job that I desire, because nobody wants to have to work at a job. I want options, okay? And I want you to have options as well. So again, this is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm. I'm going to leave my email address in the description box so you can reach out to me if you have any more questions about school, business, or the like. All right. Have a great day. Peace.